Later on ITV2, there's Coronation Street and Club Reps Uncut.
Now on 4, the party's non-stop and full-on in Around the World in 80 Raves. Bex and Joe will be online for a chat after the program.
En bröstkirurg och en plastikkirurg finns på plats eftersom det ju handlar om bröst och bröstproblem.
Good evening and welcome to BBC4. In just a moment, the raw operatic talent of South Africa's townships is harnessed in a breathtaking production of Carmen.
All fired up for the new series. Now on BBC Two, our moody millionaires are back, flame grilling more lambs to the slaughter in the Dragon's Den.
You're watching the Christian Channel. Jesus is Lord of the airwaves.
You're watching HBO, America's leading pay TV network.
Magic keeps on growing, NBC. On Friday showing. Sex so funny. Sex so funny. Baby, you want me.
Send the word vote, followed by the 3-digit number.
It's not your normal paranormal. It's Ghost Hunters, part of the all-new Sci-Fi Wednesday. This Wednesday at 9.
This is CBC Television, best of the box.
On our next breakaway, your ears will perk up with the harmonic symphonic VSwede.
Coming up on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Don't miss brand new Stargate Atlantis later. Some old friends return, and there's some nice juicy twists.
The following movie has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences.
Becca's the target of Justin's attention, and she's not pleased. Hollyoaks is in half an hour. First on 4, I bet it's Marge on the Slotties.
Well, with all this conspiracy and corruption, we were all busy watching that film, and someone's pinched their hands on our clock. Would you mind putting them back now, please? Thank you, that's better.
From the Sky Satellite Network, this is Sky One.
A wild new channel all across Europe. Cartoon Network. Right here, right now.
Aren't you glad you got your Nickelodeon? Aren't you glad you got your Nickelodeon? Aren't you glad you watch it?
This is Carlton Television from London, part of ITV1.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Markiplier.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Markiplier.
It is Mark. Why did I hear a smack?
That was the
bang!
door.
Ah, fair enough. I decided to go with a I decided to go with a darker background this time because I think it fits. I think it's a vibe. I think it's a vibe with the darkness. Besides, we're doing some late night game development. Yes.
That works. This works.
That
We're
works.
doing the big funny.
We are
Also,
doing the big boogie.
yeah, we're doing a funnies and also the boogie down.
Oh no! Of course, I have to give fucking Az a shout out. Yeah, Azur's in the chat. Motherfucker made this mistake.
Remember today, chat. Today's the day I lose my dignity.
You lost it a while ago.
What dignity?
Anyway, I got beer.
Nice. So yeah, I forgot. Dank is drinking beer on a fucking Sunday. A Sunday. Latest. Yeah, why not? Why not? Typical Finland. Welcome to Finland. We drink beers on Sundays. I mean, if they can drink wine on Sundays in church, why can't we just drink beer?
Oh my fucking god! Oh no!
I now have the buzz cut music video as my background.
Nice.
The fucking AI generated.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
All right. But today I'm mostly going to be working on T-1000 again, and I'm going to keep going with some of the specific AI behaviors that I had listed here. I can actually show the list. I can show off the Trello right here. Yeah, babies. Was jamming to music. What's good? I'm doing good. Doing good. You got a little shout? A little shout? You don't need to do it again, Dan, because that's allowed.
Oh, Bird told you.
And cringe. But today is going to be mostly just doing some AI shit. I'm probably going to try to get these two done today. Got a short done. Yippee! Yes! My man did a short on Just Keep Running as well, which was bop. By the way, I can say that Just Keep Running is popping off on itch again, which is cool. I might do some more stuff. Nice, nice.
All you care about is the numbers.
Yes, that's all I care about. Where's the money?
What do they mean?
What do they
money,
mean?
Lebowski?
Where's the money, Lebowski? All right, but today
What do they mean?
I'm just gonna try to chill, and I'm gonna try to get these two things done. I want to try to get the what was that? But like the kind of like catching the enemy in like in the distance essentially, and then I want to try to get the sweep behavior done.
The sweep?
The
Morbius?
sweep? No. I will explain these in detail for people who are not Oh, I should probably do a little story on TikTok to be like, yo, check out the stream. Give me a moment. I should do this live on stream as well. Hold on, let me go.
Oh yes.
Let me go to TikTok. What the fuck? I turned off personalization on my feed, so I just get the most random fucking videos with that somehow has a million.
The most funny shit ever.
Goofy. 15 seconds should be enough. Here we go. All right, y'all. I gotta get into creator mode. I'm doing a TikTok. Good evening, my fellow babies. I'm doing a live stream developing T-1000 right now. I'm actually live right now, so if you go to twitch.tv/official VSwede, you can catch me there. Yes! Something like that. I don't know.
Elias.
Hold on. Let me pause the music for a second. I want y'all to fucking hear this. Hold on. Good evening, my fellow babies. I'm doing a live stream developing T-1000 right now, and I'm actually live right now. So if you go to I legit call them babies. Okay, I'm gonna do the little thing. Watch live, Twitch. TV. I have a bit of an audience on TikTok, so I feel like it's worth a shot. Official VSwede. I should probably get it like an account for I myself at some point. Maybe. But I think for now it works fine to do it here. But who knows? Post story. Yeah, baby. Cool. I'm gonna upload that there. All right. And while that uploads, I'm gonna get started by explaining a little bit. Turn on the music again. I will lower it just a little bit, just so it doesn't get in the way. But I will also try to kind of go in depth into what these two things are, essentially. First, I want to do what was that, and then I want to do sweep. mostly what was that first, because that's probably easiest to do. Because then I'm going into sweep, which is going to be a little tougher, but I have a potential idea for how to do this. That's going to require me to do some research on how to do proper, like, calculation of raycast and stuff like that, apart from, like, using nodes.
I get the most unhinged shit on my TikTok feed. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a CD that says songs I'll eat you out to, and on the CD there's one song, and it's Versus from Ultra Kill.
I thought it would be Seabat.
No.
How do you eat someone out to Seabat? I don't know why I'm asking these questions on the Deb stream, but yo, I'm having microtonal sex right now. All right. But yeah, so
polyrhythmic sex.
Polyrhythmic sex. You go at multiple different rhythms. All right.
Do a paradiddle on her ass.
Yo, do a paradiddle on her ass. All right. I'm going to work on these two things today, and I think tomorrow or at some point during next week, I'm going to get all these other three done. So health, damage, death is essentially the enemy can take damage and die. Dragging corpses of dead enemies. This is so that you can hide enemies and stuff like that. Because obviously, if an enemy spots a dead corpse, they're going to be like, AO. So you want to try to hide those. And then, obviously, attacking the player. But I'll leave that till last. Because I think I already have an idea for how this should go. But these two are going to be interesting. So, what was that? Or kind of, catching a player in sort of like a blind spot almost. In the blind spot of your eye. So if the player almost gets targeted by an enemy, so like if the bar is close to being like detected, but they manage to make their way out of the enemy's sight, it will still scout where they thought they saw the player and check, where they might have seen something and they're just like, yo, what was it? Was it like an animal? Was it an intruder? I need to check real quick. And they will go to that place and then scout out. So even if you don't get spotted, they can still be like, yo, what happened there? What was that? So that's the plan. That should be relatively easy, though, I think.
I bought a pan of Kingles.
You brought a pan of Kingles?
Mm-hmm.
A bag of Kingles? A liberty.
I bought a pan of Kingles.
Nice. And then I want to do what I call a sweep. So if an enemy can't find a player where they last saw them, they will take into account what direction the player was heading in at that time, and they will walk in that general direction until they either get close to an obstacle like a wall. So, and then they go back to patrolling or what was default. This is to mimic a sort of SWAT, a thing that I see like maybe SWAT teams or something do, where they might go down a hallway or something, kind of like scouting out, ready to blast a motherfucker, essentially. And checking hallways and corners and stuff like that to make sure it's all clear.
I started walking away.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to mimic.
Actually walked away from his stream.
Yeah, I know. I said goodbye. But yeah, so that it's to try to mimic that sort of behavior, essentially. Because I think that adds a bit of depth and liveliness to the enemies.
Log in. What is my username? Soulless4.
What is that your username?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good to know.
Is that not my password? No.
You want to say your password live to these?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, 5 million views? Do. Yeah.
All right, go
ahead. My password.
Mike died.
Mike died. Hold on. Can you try again?
Yeah, my password is.
It's
Fuck.
T. Try to guess the password. Try to get the password.
I see. Your password is this not.
These nuts. I got
it.
Perfectly cut. All right. Anyways, let's get into Godot. By the way, yes, I'm developing in Godot because.
No, I got an email from itch.io. The new update. Just shut the.
Yeah, let's go. Yes.
Stop sending me Stop sending me emails, Victor. You fucking piece of shit.
I'm not trying to. It's them. It's them.
Yeah, it's them. Who's them? The voices inside your head.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
My voices.
The voices.
But why did I just get a message from the Pixiv staff?
I don't know. Yo, maybe did you do some illegal shit on Pixiv?
Maybe I did something wrong.
Oh no.
I literally just have an account.
All right. Cool. But yes, I can show off a little bit of what I got done last time, which was the sort of detection and stuff like that. Obviously, this line will not be visible here, but yeah, you have the detection here now. So, nah, didn't see me, did not see me. You didn't see me. Oh shit, no, you won't see me. Oh shit, they caught me, they caught me lacking. Now you're wondering.
They caught you goofy all lacking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I don't see anything, so they're just like, whatever. All right, but that's what I have so far. And what I'm gonna be doing now is working on this little thing. So what I'm thinking is, already it checks if I go into the script for a generic card. Not a threat to me. Not closest point. I need to check here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. I believe it is in, not behavior, it's in state. Here we go. Yeah, so if the target is visible, it will add the, it will start adding to the detection timer. So if you then exit the, if you exit the I'm so good at explaining things, I've been told.
Yes.
Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. But essentially, but yeah. So essentially, what I'm thinking is, if this turns out to be false, if the enemy cannot see the player anymore, it will then take into account how much time had passed on the detection timer. If it was close to, actually, I might actually check the detection bar, since that might be the easiest way to deduct that stuff. But if it was close to like 75% close to, if it was like 75% done of the way to like being caught, so like almost caught, they will go like, what was that, and then go into scouting.
Hey, yo, what the
Check your email. Okay.
Check your email.
I will. No. Your Twitch password. Reset my password.
Here we go. But I'm going to go, if current state equals state.targeting, it will essentially go into scouting. So if you were targeting before, it should go into scouting. But here's the thing. Okay, I might want a variable that saves what the current detection time is, so that it can then use that to take into account how close you were to actually getting spotted. Because right now it just applies it to the detection bar. It doesn't apply it. It doesn't store it in anything else. It just has the variables available. But like this part of the script doesn't know if you've exited. Like it can't tell if you've exited a particular zone. If you've exited their peripheral vision, their sixth sense, or their near sight and stuff like that. So what it should be doing is saving what it currently is to a different variable, so that you can then use it outside of here. That's what I'm thinking, at least. That's like the easiest way, I think, to sort that out. So I'm going to go detection, and I'm going to set that down here as var current detection time. Set that as a float, and then I'm going to whenever this is here, but whenever it is near sight, that will be set to near sight detection time. If it is peripheral, it'll be set to the peripheral vision time. And if it then also, lastly, if it is sixth sense, it should be sixth sense. And then it will Curse of the Nile River, man.
Why are you playing A Full Moon Night by the Cogs?
Because it's a banger.
I know. Banger. It's an Osu song.
I know, it's a bop. Yeah, it might be an Osu song. It's also like a Guitar Hero or Clone Hero song. It's like, even then, it's a bop. It's a bop. Okay.
I mean,
scouting. So if the current state is equal to state.targeting, or because I don't believe it resets that until after. So I'm going to go. I believe logical OR should work there. Yep, that works here. And I'm going to say. Need to check real quick. Yep. Detection timer. I need to think out how to how I should figure this. Oh no, actually I have an idea. Here we go. So if the detection timer divided by the current detection time is greater or equal to 0.75, 0.75, then it should scout. And I should make sure that also... do I make sure that the detection timer is reset? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's further down here. But yeah, just to make sure that it doesn't... that I'm not doing anything wrong here. But no, it gets reset over here. Detection bar UI. So if the target is visible and you haven't been detected, it will set the detection bar to visible. Else, detection bar not visible and detection timer is equal to 0. So I don't have to reset it here. This should just work fine. But this is the thing that I wanna test now. So I might have actually potentially gotten this right first time. So I'm gonna let this boy almost catch me, kind of here maybe. Yep, and it already goes like, what was that? And then goes over there. Yeah, that worked out. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I actually kind of got that working. But I might wanna, if I get like real close here, 6 cents. Okay. No, because that can happen when it's like there, right? Okay, well there I was spotted. Damn it. But what I might want to do then is still kind of go, because I need to double check real quick. If visible, it's targeting, yep. And I just want to check. No, because it checks the visibility every time, and that's when it sets the last seen position. Yep, last known position. Yeah, it's always set when it tries to check the visibility and the player is visible. Yep, so no, that doesn't need to change at all. But I might want to change the sort of percentage there. I'll set it to like, if it's halfway, maybe, or maybe like 60%. Then maybe, just so that, not that I want it to happen like frequently, but just so that it feels more like, threatening essentially. That works out. Okay. Okay, so that... I don't know what happened there. That might be the pathfinding that's kind of just fucked itself a little bit. Dang, you see this?
Fun. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. You see, because it's grooving between the two, and it doesn't know how to...
Grooving and schmoving.
Yeah. So maybe... Yeah, that feels a little odd. Yeah, it doesn't really know what to do here. Hold on, let me help it out a little bit. No, I can't even do that. Yeah, because the vision is going there we go. Now I've sort of helped it out a little bit, I hope. So that seems to be that's probably an oddity with the pathfinding more than anything else. That was really weird, though. But yeah, other than that little hiccup that we had there, that works fine. That works hella fine. So that's cool. So I can already mark that as done. That's pretty fucking fast. So that's that done. Now this is going to be probably the more harder part. Sorry, I was drinking Pepsi. It's so delicious. I was thirsty. Thirsty boy. But yeah, so again, the sweep essentially means that if the everything, if the enemy has spotted a player, they will check not only the last known location, but they will also take into account what direction you were moving when they last spotted you, and they will then move in that general direction until they can't, until they hit some sort of obstacle. They can't go any further, essentially. And then they will stop scouting. It's essentially like there's two stages, essentially, to scouting. There's first the go to the exact location where they were before, and then follow in the direction that you saw them going, right? And that's sort of the general, thought process of the enemy. So what I'm already thinking first, what I should be doing, is I want there to be two... Hold on. I want there to be two specific versions of scouting, or what state the scouting can be in. First, there's if you're scouting a player, or something that has a direction. If you're scouting something like a sound, or a corpse, which doesn't have a general direction of movement, that you can't tell, it'll just do that one specific location scout, and then just go back to normal. If it was specifically a player, or something that was moving, it'll then also take into account the movement direction. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So what I probably want to do is go back to state, and can I actually, now that I think about it, can I rename something? Yes, I can replace scouting player, and I want to distinguish the fact, maybe I want to be a bit more careful with that. It should match case. Here we go. And replace the cases specifically. There we go. Here we go. There still seems to be issues. Just need to double check. Oops, that's why. There we go. Now that should be fine. There we go. And then I'm going to have another one, which is just scouting general. There we go. So that you can distinguish between the two, essentially. So I'm going to go down to state check here. Scouting. So if current state is targeting and detection time, yep. It's going to be scouting player. Yeah, that seems about right. And then also, I'll sort this out soon. But essentially what I want to do now is add another potential... I probably want to add maybe a raycast or something, either to the player or to... No, I think that the player might be the right thing. Or maybe just the guard. But either one, so that it can then use either the raycast or some other method to essentially have the... figure out the direction that the player is moving in, and how far they can move in that direction before they hit an obstacle. And it will do that calculation on the fly. And then it'll also hand that information over to the enemy if they have spotted the player. So that they know not only what location they were last spotted in, but what direction they were spotted, heading in. That's the plan, at least. I think I want to set that to the... I think I want the guard to have it. It's going to be outside here. It's going to be together with the last known position. I think that's generally the sort of smart thing to do. I hope, at least. I might be making a complete mistake here, but yeah, that's the sort of idea. Path to the contains a curved 2D path for path follow 2D nodes to follow. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm thinking potentially a raycast for that. So a ray in 2D space used to find the first collision object 2D it intersects. Yes. And that's sort of what I want to try to do. Yeah, it can go infinitely in one specific direction. And then when it's trying to figure out where the sort of end of that pathway is, or like what the obstacle is, it can just check what point the collision happens and then back off a little bit from that collision, essentially. That makes sense. That could work. Last known I'll just call it dir. That means direction. And that will then be first it'll be positioned. The transform of that will be positioned where they spotted the player, and then the target position will be somewhere in the direction where they were heading, possibly infinitely or close to infinitely, at least a good while wherever they were heading. And then it'll take, for example, let's say the player was going here and then going in this direction, and they spotted the player going in this direction. The ray will keep going down here until it hits this bit of the wall, and they will then, the enemy will then go here, and once it can't find the player, it will keep going down here until they hit the wall, or somewhere along the lines of that. That's the plan, at least.
There goes Arya.
Suddenly hopped off. Yes, sleepy, so AFK. But yes, that is the plan, at least. I think that should work, though. I hope. But I can only hope. But I should check the collision mask of this. This is default and environment. Not player, not enemy, not bullet, not reactions. Nope. And no other layers for now. It should just check these two. I believe that should be about right. I should probably also check just real quick. Walkable walls and obstacles. That's just the navigation layers. Collision layer. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that sounds quite good. Right, I should get around to working on that. So first, I want to go in here and give an export. Here, export var last known direction, and that's going to be a raycast 2D. Because it already knows what the target is, and that is the,
Yeah.
But yeah, so the last known position, I believe that should be about right. Yeah. And I'm going to set that to this. Here we go. And that's already sort of sorted. There we go. So on player connect, yep. And on that reaction, the target object becomes the player.
You.
Did you just say fuck you?
Fuck you.
This is a Christian stream.
No.
But I will say fuck you, Baltimore.
Fuck you mean nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Alright. But yeah, so I have the direction now. So I'm going to then also... Okay, I should probably go here. So that's when it's scouting. Reaction function. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, here we go. But here is where it should then do last known direction. Not only set the global position, which is equal to last known position, global position, but then also last no direction. This should be last known direction. Fire action. Fuck. I'll just next time I'll just say erection. Whoa. Last known dir. Here we go. And then the target position Now, here's where I need to do a little bit of research into Godot. So I'm going to go into the Godot docs. Here we go. And I just want to sort of figure out sort of the general direction, essentially. I'll have the docs up so that I can easily search it up if I need to. Godot set.
No way! I fucking did it! I got past the second stage.
Nice.
Fuck.
Position in front of player. How do I make something change position? What the fuck? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Send the position of any node. No. Sometimes to breathe in front of. In a certain direction. What I'm thinking is the velocity of because I can get the velocity of the sort of player, essentially where they're going, and then probably just I think the velocity should help at least, and then possibly multiplication on there if I have my shit right. Yeah, so it gets the input, the sort of input direction, but that's not that's not necessarily where I want to go with that. Global position, direction to... Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Country's eyes, all I want. Yeah, the velocity... Here, I've lerped the velocity to... lerp velocity... and then vector 2, which is x and y, which is the input direction. What I'm going to do is, I believe actually I can just access that here. So I'm going to go... Hold on. Let me check real quick. What was that? Target object. Target object. Actually, what I should do, last known position, get cookie. I do not have a cookie pancake. I do apologize sincerely. I do not have Coke. I don't have Coke either. Though I reserve Coke for Fridays. I snorted all that shit up.
Nuh-uh.
Fuck you mean nuh-uh?
What, you wanted some, Mario?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Well, you should have told me. Cookies. Cookies.
Cocainum.
Cocainum. I think that should be right, I believe. Should check. Direction 2. Here we go. And the water is warm. Oh, no, I don't think direction 2 will work there. But there might be something akin to that I could potentially use here. Again. Distance 2. Distance 2 could be... or maybe not distance. Should probably... again, most of this stream is going to be researching into this, so I know exactly how to execute on the sort of what direction the the enemy should sweep. So have fun. You're gonna have to do some research together with me. This is like homework that is like fun. Depending on, I find it like interesting. From angle. Creates a unit vector 2 rotated to the given angle in radians. This is equivalent to doing vector, cosine, angle, sine, angle, vector right, rotated angle. Okay.
Poster mountain. That's fucking annoying.
That's probably not what I want to do. No. But, is equal approximate? No. That's not it. The Hunter. Oh, we don't want it. Rotated. Vector 2. Returns the result of rotating this vector by angle. Returns the result of rotating the angle. Rotating the vector. So it doesn't rotate it, but it gets the result of it. Reflect returns the result of reflecting the vector from a line defined by the given direction vector n. And pointless, but it's also very fun. Length squared returns the length or magnitude of this vector. No. It's finite. No. From angle floor returns a new vector with all components grounded down towards negative infinity. Dot returns the dot product of this vector and width. This can be used to compare the angle between two vectors. For example, this can be used to determine whether an enemy is facing the player.
Okay.
Right. The dot product will be 0 for a straight angle, greater than 0 for angles narrower than 90 degrees, and lower than 0 for angles wider than 90 degrees. So not what I need there, but interesting. Direction 2 returns the normalized vector pointing from this vector to 2. This is equivalent to using b minus a normalized. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's just a sort of direction, but that's sort of already figured out by the velocity of the player. Cross, clamp, interpolate, seal, return a new vector with all components rounded up towards positive infinity. Sealing and floor, right, makes sense.
Fuck.
Bounds, aspect. With the ratio of x to y. Yeah, makes sense. Angle to point. Returns the angle between the line connecting the 2 points and the x-axis in radians. So b minus a plus angle. Illustration of the return angle. Right, it gets the angle to a certain point in the world. Right. Makes sense. But I think just generally, if I can get... What I want to do, essentially, is get the velocity of the player, so what direction it is going in. So if it is going down here, the velocity would be going here. And then essentially creating a... kind of making it go in a certain direction. Or like getting a position that is somewhere in that direction. Kind of like you're doing a line here and then making a dot at the end. And that's where you want to try to go, essentially. That's like the general direction. Because how raycasts work here is that it has a target position that is relative to... it's essentially relative to where its starting point is, which is right here. And then you can move the position around here, and then you can see it also changes the target position relative to where it currently is. So I want it to create a... I want it to essentially go in the direction of the velocity, kind of like this, essentially. And then it gets... If it collides with this wall, for example, it'll be like, the direction stops here. I can't go any further. Just go here and then stop scouting, essentially. That's what I want to try to do, at least. That is the plan, at least. So what I want to try to do, and this is separate from the entity. So let's say the position is here, right? The player was last spotted here, and then they went in this direction. So it should just go straight down south here, like maybe 1,500 pixels, and then you can sort of then you can set the like because I want to get the destination point relative to where it was going. So I just need to know what direction it was going in generally, and then try to figure out what the sort of target position would be, depending on that direction. It doesn't need to even be a specific point in the world. It just has to say like, oh, they went generally in this direction. Go somewhere here. You know, it doesn't need to be a specific location in the world, since this is, that's not important. That's what I'm trying to figure out how to sort of do. But that might mean that the sort of where was it? Angle to point. But no, that's you already have the point here, so that doesn't really work. Pause mod. That's stuff that I don't know about.
Fortnite
Battle Pass.
Snapped. Returns a new vector with each component.
Oh no, I can't use my own sounds in the server.
That sucks. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, the one that I added.
Oh yeah, you added a trick. That's really funny. So on the IMSL server we have custom sounds, including one of the player death sounds in JKR. Here we go. I should probably make sure to lower that volume so that motherfuckers don't get startled. Here we go, 25%. That should be fine. There we go. A snapped is interesting. So return a new vector with each component snapped to the nearest multiple of the corresponding component in step. This can also be used to round the components to an arbitrary number of decimals. That's cool. These are just operators. Good stuff. Here we go. Set point in certain direction. Find a point from sprite using distance and direction. Yeah, that might actually be what I want to do. I'm building a twin stick shooter prototype for fun and learning. Analog stick-based movement with the left stick on my controller's working fine. I've also got a little arrow sprite that is visible when the right stick is pressed to show which direction you're aiming. I've got this rotating in the direction the right stick is pointing just fine too. The code for it looks like this. Aim direction angle, yep. Now what I want to do next is get the arrow to offset itself from the player sprite by a standard distance in the same aim direction, but I can't figure out how to do that. Add the arrow node as a child to a direction node and rotate the direction node. That I could do. And then I don't have to worry about setting a specific position for the raycast. That's actually not a horrible idea. So that I might actually do. So not a child node, but I will in generic guard. I'm going to do node here, and I will just set this as last known direction, and I will just name this one direction. Or your mic is doing a stutter.
Is it doing the Yeah, that's because my phone's next to it.
Ah, there you go. Is your phone radioactive?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh yes, it's got some polonium.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's actually not actually not a horrible idea to do it that way. So long as you set the direction in, where the position is, and then rotate it in the right direction. But what I should do then is make sure it's in last known position. And then I will set that to, I think that's reset now, yeah. That one's not reset. That's the issue. But yeah, that should work. Yeah, that actually does. Because now you see, I believe it is pointing south, I believe. So as I rotate it, yeah, I see the arrow, and it just rotates it accordingly. That's perfect. And I think 1,500 pixels should be a good distance for that, essentially. So that's not bad. And I just have to rework the script a little bit. So that is just going to be a regular node to D. And then export... What the fuck? I did not want to do the euro symbol. Export var direction raycast. which is a raycast 2D. Now if I go in here, I'm going to do last node direction, set that to last node direction, and then direction raycast, as it should be. And that might be good. So essentially, it'll just rotate according to what the velocity is. So I don't need to do this. I need to do rotation. And this should be equal to target object. Not its rotation, but I don't know if it has a velocity here. No, because it isn't a movement body thing. What I should... I can try to get node, which is fetches a node. Node path can either be a relative path or an absolute path in the scene tree to a node. If the path does not exist, null is returned and an error is logged. Fashion path only works when the node is inside a scene tree. Yep. So assume your current node. Right. Yep. Possible paths are sword, backpack, dagger. Yep. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Get node and resource. And one of its resources as specified by the node path subname. Oh, that's interesting.
Have you seen Max's status?
No, I have not.
I don't like his status.
What the fuck? Alright, cool.
Gay sex prevents abortions.
Suck a cock for Jesus. Max is unhinged with his fucking...
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well, he's... Yeah. Some of his shit is really unhinged. But I've known that man my whole life, so you know. Fucking hell, I almost dropped the cork. Cork.
The what?
The cork. The cork.
The quark.
The quark. The quark.
Quarendio.
The quarendio. Oh, no.
Dios mío.
Dios mío. The target is not going to be set to anything else. So what I might actually do, I'm going to give it a shot. I think I should be able to do this at least. Hopefully without any issue. The target object, I'm going to just set that to a character body 2D. Yeah, and the only issue is the... Oh no, there might be another one. But target object velocity. What is get real velocity? Returns the current real velocity since the last call to move and slide. For example, when you climb a slope, you will move diagonally even though the velocity is horizontal. This method returns the diagonal movement as opposed to velocity, which returns the requested velocity. I'm going to try to... hold on. Get platform velocity... Get position delta. To travel... or position delta that occurred during the last call to move and slide. That could also be kind of the position delta. Potentially. But I think real velocity might also be completely acceptable here. And then get the sort of... I guess the here's the thing. I'm trying to get a rotation from a vector 2. So I need to do angle, I believe. Yeah, returns this vector's angle with respect to the positive x-axis or 1, 0 vector in radians. For example, vector right angle will return 0. Vector down angle will return pi divided by 2, which is a quarter turn or 90 degrees. And 1 minus 1 angle will return minus pi divided by 4, a negative 8 turn, or minus 45 degrees. Yeah. And it returns... Yeah, so that's what it will return, essentially, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. It makes so much sense to me. I am a smart boy, so, you know, that is how it do. Now, that does remind me, I probably had this in the wrong... direction. So the raycast should probably be 1500 and then 0 there, so that it is starting from the right and then moving in the right direction, because that's, I believe, how sort of rotation works here. Everything starts from the right, at least in 2D. I believe that's how it feels like it's been, because I've had to rotate everything to this direction, so that it makes sense that it would be that way. But yeah, so the hold on, let me double check here. No, that's fine. But yeah, no, so that should be about correct. It should just set the rotation to that angle. Now, here's what I'm thinking. So now I have so that it should rotate the direction correctly. Now here's just it. Now it's about figuring out the different states of scouting. So what I'm thinking I should do is also set maybe another enum state, scouting state, scouting stage. I will do. I know, interesting, right?
I'm sorry.
So, last. I'll set this as last known. Yeah, I know. So last known, as in last known position, and then sweep. And those are the two different. Those are the two different stages.
Fucking Counter-Strike Global Offensive right now.
What? Sorry, you mean CS2?
No, I'm installing CS:GO, not CS2.
Oh, old school CS. CS.
Yes.
CS2 retro.
It's CS2, but better. CS2 is fucking ass. It sucks.
You think?
Yeah, it barely runs on any fucking computer.
Is it really that bad?
You have to take an account. CS:GO ran with 360 FPS on my computer.
Yeah.
CS2 runs with 80.
80? Right? But that's
so bad.
It's Source 2 as well, right?
That doesn't really change anything about, like, that shouldn't change anything about the graphics. Because Source 2 is Source 1, just with the capability to have higher graphics.
Yeah, exactly. And
they put that to the fucking max.
Yeah. Maybe that's why the performance issues are there.
Yeah, but I wish there was, like, a fucking option to, like, not have those graphics.
Right. Fair enough.
Stupid fucking game.
Stupid.
Installation is complete. Visual Basic C++ register has been installed.
Var scouting stage. I'll set this to scouting stage. Here we go.
I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nah, sorry for real. There we go. So I'm going to just make sure that everything is right here. Yep. Cool. If current state is state scouting player and scout timer is greater than or what I should actually do is make sure this is either or. Actually no. This should be this should stay that way actually. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to set this this one specifically to scouting hello state scouting. Now I need to go up and see what I called it again. General. Because apparently I didn't want to do the to auto finish it. Oh, that's why. That's dumb. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, that should be fine. Else. Dun, 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 dun. Giving me way too much adrenaline. Hold the line. Scouting. If targeting. Yep. And it'll set the scouting stage to scouting stage, and I will go last known. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, so if it was targeting. So if it's greater than the scouting time. So what I'm thinking is. Now I need to think about how I want to do this. So if it is scouting player, and the scout timer is less than scouting time, it'll keep scouting. But if it runs out, what I want it to do, here we go. If current state is scouting player, and now I'm thinking about how I want to go about this part specifically, because I don't want to do anything that potentially fucks it up. Because I want the scouting timer to reset whenever it has approached the. Oh no, actually, I have an idea potentially for how to do this. So instead for the scout timer, because that turns itself, that starts counting here. Bot behavior. Here we go. If it's currently scouting player, it makes this path. Yep. So if nav agent, yeah, if it's there, and scouting stage is equal to last known. It should not do this. I will set the other behavior here, where it is sweep. Dun, 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 dun. So here I don't want it to do a scout timer. I want it to be. I want it to be. I want it to. I'm trying to think. I want to set it to.
Bruno, what a murky.
Scouting stage equals sweep. Scouting stage sweep. Here we go. Nachfrost! Yo!
What's the matter with you people?
Hello there. I recognize my man here, my man from my fellow Scandinavian here. I believe. Funny that you're hopping on here, so thank you for joining on. I'm just trying to figure out how to pull off this shit. Pulling off some AI shit here. Yeah, so if it's last known, it'll go to the next stage of the scouting, which is the sweep. But if the sweep is done, it'll then count the scout timer, and then it's normal. So what I want to do here then is make a distinction here. If scouting stage is equal to scouting stage last known, what it should be doing is going to the last known position and making a path over there. Elif scouting stage is instead sweep. What it should be doing is, I believe it should have already rotated it. So what I should just do then is get the result of the raycast where it has collided and sort of go in that direction. I should probably check real quick if a raycast has a point thing, like you could potentially do in Unity with raycast. Get the point of collision and then kind of go there, or set that as the target. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Here we go. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pull up the. I need to remember what I named it. I believe it is direction raycast. I'm horrible with remembering how I've named variables.
Blood can't remember.
Yeah, blood can't remember.
Fucking forgore.
Yo, I forgore, man. It happens, man. Horrible memory. I'm generally just kind of bad with names. like if I made the effort to remember a name, like I probably will remember it. Sometimes I might lose it, but I think for most people that I have close to me, I pretty much know their names inside out. But like if it's someone I've just recently met, it's gonna take a while until their name gets stuck in my head, or it needs to be something really memorable. But yeah, direction raycast. Let me pull up the guide here. It's great that Godot has a built-in sort of like documentation. You just have to hold down. So if you're in here, for example, and you want to know more about what the raycast 2D node does, you can hold on Control and then click here, and you're taken straight to the documentation in the actual in the engine, which is really nice. Get collision. So if it is colliding, it can get the it can potentially get collision point. Returns the collision point at which the ray intersects the closest object. The point is in the global coordinate system. Yes, that's what I want. That is perfect. So what I want to do is direction raycast. I could also potentially does that do it even when there isn't a collision? Probably not. Turn the collision point at which the ray intersects the closest object. I would presume not. Because otherwise I should just need to get a point that is in the distance. But that's a potential idea for that. Is colliding. Just double check. Any object is intersecting with the ray's vector, considering the vector's length. Yes. So if it is, if direction raycast is colliding, it should then set the target global position equal to direction raycast get collision point. That should be perfect. Else, it should just try to get a point in the general sort of direction. That's just what I need to figure out now. But the target global position target distance angle. That's getting the angle to a certain point. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I could do what I could try to do. Direction raycast. Target position to, because I believe there is a way to turn these positions at least to a is there no way to do it local? Oh no, that might just be for transforms and like that sort of stuff, I believe. I need to double check. It's probably not in object, but I can check. I can also just search as well. Godot global or maybe local local to global. To global to local. That might not work just with a general vector 2. That's what I'm thinking. No. So that probably won't work. No. So I just have to just figure out what sort of what point that would be. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to. This is an important step in like this is how you know you're a fantastic programmer. If you can search Google for the answer to your sort of problem, then that's how you know you're good. Because like if you can get it every time, that's gonna be perfect. So I need to think how. What's the because problem solving also includes trying to find. Oftentimes, someone might have run into a similar issue, and there's probably a good solution out there to your specific issue, or at least some resources that can help you lead to the right sort of way to solve your certain problem. So Godot, what I'm thinking is get point in direction and distance. Find a point from sprite using direction and distance. It's probably the solution might actually just be here. Oh god, just had to go through the process of verifying my phone number to write it. Ah, my bad. Yeah, that's to make sure that there aren't like bots and shit that right, because I know that can be an issue sometimes with with big streamers, especially. That can be a big issue, and that bots flood the chat if you don't have that stuff on. That's why that's there. But you're here now, at least. Understandable, you just hate that it is needed. Yeah, fair enough. Aim direction. If the arrow is placed as a child of the character, you could try something like... Oops. You could try something like arrow.position equals 16 times the aim direction, assuming aim direction is normalized. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that could be where the shot, because I should have the general sort of I think so, at least. Yeah, I mean, I have the rotation. But yeah, so if the arrow is placed as a shell, fucking hell, that's not what I want to do. I hate that whenever I try to mark it here and then try to click off, the share button is always there. Maybe not. Simple point direction, distance to node. How do you check the distance from node A to node B? How to get position? Simple get distance, point direction to node. I'm currently working on my AI and I'm needing some help as I'm converting my game from GameMaker to Godot. Check in what different issues some people have here. How do you check the distance from node A to node B? In GameMaker, there's a distance to object or a point to distance, and a point direction function. For point direction, GML kind of long and would take a while to edit in GDScript. I think this might be the. Here we go. This is similar to this potentially. I've tried to create a distance to function. No. Use vector strays to get a coordinate. To get to a coordinate, a specific angle and distance potentially. Oh wait, here we go. Use vector stray. This is vector stray, and this is C#. It is nice to see more experienced devs apply the same approach to coding as myself. It makes me feel less stupid. I try. Again, you know, I just try my best. I'm just trying to find the right the solution to my specific issue. Here we go. If I understand the question correctly, you want to calculate a polar coordinate. Right. This probably has a simple math solution I'm just not thinking of. But I would like to be able to calculate a 3D coordinate value that is x units away from object's y origin at an angle of alpha. The method should be generalized enough to where it can be applied if y's origin or position changes, i.e. the calculation method ideally should be using variables. Might be something. Polar offset. So position, angle. Trying our best, aren't we all? Yeah, that's how it is. Polar offsets, right.
Oh, Jesus.
Polar offset. Trying to calculate a polar coordinate, and a polar coordinate I think I know what a polar coordinate, I just need to remember correctly. Yeah, Yeah, instead of using this sign distances along the two coordinate axes, polar coordinates specify the location of a point P in the plane by its distance r from the origin and the angle made between the line and the, two-dimensional coordinate system in which each point on a plane is determined by a distance from a yada 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 yada. Yes. You get a coordinate a specific angle and distance away. Yeah. That might be... Yeah. This is a reference called when ref pose was a transform variable. Due to the angle of the camera, I had to make the sign the y coordinate rather than the z coordinate value. MathF is included either in the Godot or system library and should be readily available for usage. So yeah, polar offset, you get the position, you get the angle. Do you have a Discord or something? Yeah, we have an I myself Discord. I believe you do exclamation mark Discord in chat, and you should be able to you should be getting an invite code sent in chat. Yeah, Dank did it for you. Yeah. But yeah, so there we essentially have a small little tight-knit community of other game devs and writers and a lot of speedrunners.
Even a few streamers.
Yes, even a few streamers. Not many, but a few, including me. I guess I would count myself as a streamer.
I mean, technically you do.
Yeah. No, I do. I've tried to stream more often, at least. I think I have a general sort of schedule for at least like every Wednesday and Saturday or Sunday, try to do some sort of dev stream. Using distance and direction. Yeah. Then offset arrow to say 16 pixels to the right. But that could just be a good way to do it. Just get the direction of it and then offset it potentially. Assuming aim dot direction is normalized. Well, aim direction isn't aim direction here as the direction node, right? And then offset. When you want to rotate the direction node, then you just have to remember that right is the default direction. Yeah. Just got back from walking the dog. I feel pretty good. Good shit ass. Then you have to remember that right is the default direction. Yeah, fair enough. Then you could offset to whatever makes more sense for your game. Maybe up is the more natural default direction. Yes, indeed. And I just saw that my man, I believe, showed up. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the server, my man. Here we go. Offset arrow to say 16 pixels to the right. Yep. So that could potentially, be a way to do it. I just need to figure out how to do it. I'm trying to figure out in my head how to do it. So I was practicing a couple of riffs, and I can safely say trying to mute frets suck ass. I mean, I do not play a shit ton of guitar because I know I'm horrible at like not fingering. Like I'm horrible. I'm horrible with like I'm horrible with finger coordination generally. I've gotten a bit better at it when I'm like playing piano or keyboard. Like with guitar, I can't really do that. I can do it with bass though, but guitar is a little too much because there's too many strings for me. Too many strings. But like bass I can do fine. But yes. Direction.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to think of different ways to potentially do it. Rotation. So direction to returns to normalized vector. Yeah. No. That don't work. Because I have some clue at least to what the direction should be. Oh, hold on. No, since the default direction is right. Yeah. What I'm thinking is then. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out in my head, trying to wrap around my head how I would go about doing this. Or if there's probably something in Godot built in already to make this easier for me. I'm just being a fucking idiot and not coming up with it. But essentially what I want to try to do is that if the raycast is colliding with something, it goes to the collision point. That should just work fine. And then I should remember to also specify make path. But then if it is not colliding with anything, it should just go as far as it should probably go. Like, it shouldn't go too super far, but it should go somewhere at least. But I'm thinking, yeah, so here it's just the target is set to the collision point, but here I want it to be the direction of the sort of raycast by a certain distance, right? Polar, I mean, it might just be a polar rotation or what the fuck it was called. I can't remember. But my memory is like fried eggs, frankly. Scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. Yeah, have you ever had a good, like, fucking... What's the best breakfast you've had? Dank.
Cereal.
Sorry, that is the best breakfast you've ever had in your entire lifespan. Cereal.
Yes.
Quite honestly, the best one. I've had a full English, like, when I was in, I think first time I went to London, which was like, I think 2016, 2017. This was when Big Ben wasn't reconstructed yet, so I managed to get it in time before they started rebuilding that shit. Now it's obviously they've done it, but that was like the last opportune moment to see like the big OG. But like I had a full English there. I also had a full English the second time I went, and that was something. You want to know the most like posh thing I did in England when I was there, or like in London specifically? Second time I went, we went to see Phantom of the Opera. Like literally, like the what to me at least what is like the most defining musical, or like the most like what like stereotypical British take to like go arts and culture and see arts and culture when you're in like London. Yes, I'm going to see Phantom of the Opera tonight. That's like the poshest thing I've done when I was in the country. But that Phantom of the Opera is fucking incredible. If you like, if you like musicals, or what, at least I think a good introduction to a musical, I think Phantom. You can't go wrong with Phantom. I don't think you can go wrong with Phantom. Man does posh it, but laughs his tits off when he hears you. Man, because okay. I need to tell the story. So Azura, off stream at one point, me and Azura and a bunch of others were in a call. I saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Have seen POTO 3 times, and I wish Phantom of the Opera 3 times, and I wish I had seen it before. Damn. There you go. But as Azura said, in a random Discord call, they were going out to get him and his brother and his mom were going out to get food. I believe Mickey's, McDonald's, and they were having a literal like the funniest fucking argument about what to get. And in the background, I just hear his brother go, "Oh, you mad, bruv?" And I haven't laughed hard because I've never unironically. I've been to London 2 times in my life. Never have I unironically like heard someone go, even like when I was in like public areas of London, and I saw some roadmen. I never heard "you mad, bruv" ever. So hearing that like unironically was like the funniest shit to me. Phantom of the Opera. PODO was my whole identity growing up. Amen. Amen. It's a bop. It's a bop. Exclude parent hit from inside. No, those are just properties. I get the target. And that day, Vic and some friends learned that I am the crazy one for a reason. Yeah, no, his entire family is really fucking funny, but also really nuts. I sometimes think, I mean, my parents and I can get a little kooky sometimes, and we often think like, how they often ask me like, how does it feel to know that you have like parents like us? Because sometimes they can think even they are being a little goofy and a little like some bolts and nuts screwed loose, and it's like, well, it makes sense how I am how I am. You know, the answer is right there in front of me. And they're just like, well, they're kind of like,
I don't know about you. The answer's right there.
The answer's right there. It's you too. No, I love my parents so fucking much because they're also really caring, but also really fucking funny. They're some of the funniest fucking people I probably know. Here we go. But yeah, so we have the direction we can. Okay, I just need to make sure I'm down here. So I'm trying to. Gotta tuck in the kids. Catch you later, bub. Go ahead. Have a good one. Have a good one.
I had a little bit of beer left in the carho, and put it on into my mouth.
See you around, bruv. See your blood. See your blood. Here we go.
Hey, Victor.
Yes.
Hold on.
What's up?
Have a listen.
What is my man doing? Hold on. He says, have a listen. Turn off the music.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Too much foam.
Too much. Oh, no. Is he doing a can?
No, I already opened up a can.
Oh, fuck you. You can't edge me like that, my guy.
Look at that.
You have a glass full of beer? Yeah, that's some foam.
That's some foam.
But yeah, everyone more or less learned where I get my energy from. Manic is the accurate phrasing to describe it. Amen. Mania can be funny sometimes.
Whipping in it.
Whipping. No. I'm trying to think. I have a complete brain blockage right now. I'm trying to think how I should do this. Hold on. Let me check to Google. I think this has.
I'm gonna do it funny. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Well, I think this has a good idea here.
There it is.
Like a polar offset.
I'm doing a funny.
This probably has a simple math solution. I would like to be able to calculate a coordinate. Oh, that was a screw. I would like to calculate a
Indian tonic.
Nice. Oh no, you're drinking tonics. I had one that was like Russian flavored or whatever one that was.
This one's Indian.
Yes, but the one that I had was fucking awful. Like I drank from it. It's like, what's so tasty about a tonic or like even a gin? Well, gin I probably get more, but
yeah, gin
tonic,
is more like fruity.
Yeah, but tonics are like they're just bitter. Like that's.
If you were to drink this, you would just fucking.
Yeah, no, I'd probably vomit out 3 days worth of food. I would like to be able to calculate a 3D coordinate / vector 3 value that is x units away from object y's origin at an angle of alpha. Yes. So what I am wanting to do is a polar coordinate. And for that, you need obviously the position, the angle, and then the distance. Yeah. And it should be the position plus a vector 3, which is the cosine of the angle, 0, and then the sine of the angle times the distance. Yeah, okay, no. So that is probably what I want to do, which is a polar offset.
Okay, that's more bearable.
Well, what I'm gonna do that because that's actually just really useful to do it like that. So I'm going to do that. Go back to Godot. I'm going to put this down here, I think. Here we go, just to make it easier. And then go over here. Direction raycast over here. And I'm going to do polar offset. I should probably rework polar offset so that it's doing it by... it's only getting returning a vector 2. So I probably don't even need the that last bit, because it's only doing an X and Y. There we go. So polar offset. Oh shit, there we go. Sorry, I'm misclicking everywhere. There we go. But yeah, so I want to do the position, which is the target global position. Then I want to do the angle, which is, I believe it should be the last known direction. The direction. Hello. Hello. What's up? Hello. What's up? Last known direction.
Oh.
Yeah, rotation. Hold on. Rotation. What's up?
I'm good.
You good? And then the distance is 1500. 1500. I said 1500 pixels. And hopefully that should work.
Best thing I can say about this drink is I'm literally drinking piss.
Man out here drinking the pee. Spot
I'm
me.
drinking piss and balling.
Oh. Okay, no, I've done something incorrect there, because it's instantly going back to
Say nuh-uh.
yeah, it's going back to patrolling and not scouting. So if current state is targeting, or detection timer is less than, is that potentially the issue? Just want to double check so that's not the issue, because it could very well be that that's the issue. No, it's not the issue. Cool. Good. I've squashed that rumor. But yeah. So what it does is it sets the scouting stage to scouting player. Yeah. If current state is targeting, yeah. Scouting general also, just make sure that that's not fucking up. No, that should be... I probably don't even need to do this. I just need to do this. So, here we go. Or current state equal to state scouting general. Here we go. And just in case, if current... I'll just do this just in case. Probably don't need to, but, you know, just in case. Else, current state equals state scouting general. Just in case. Just to condense that down to just one single thing. Probably not going to fix the issue, but it's worth giving a shot. Spotted. No, it goes back to scouting instantly. I can officially play most of Marilyn Monroe's version of Sweet Dreams. Nice. Nice. That is a bop. That is a bop.
Definitely some more better taste.
Yeah.
Still
So
tastes like piss.
if the target is visible, so if you haven't detected, it will target. Else, so if scouting player or current state is equal state scouting. Hold on. State scouting general. It should do that. No, this seems to be fine. It's at some point here where it kind of dies a little bit potentially. If current state, yeah, and it stays in whatever state that is. So if current state is equal to state.targeting, what was that?
Two cans separating themselves.
Okay. Fair enough. The door, it face the walls. Don't know if I get so sure again. Oh. It might be some... What the fuck is going on, Dank?
Cans.
Bro. What the fuck?
Everything fucked up.
Yeah, I can tell.
You can hear.
Yeah, I can hear it, in fact. Should probably check real quick.
We ballin'.
We ballin'. No, that should be fine. So let's go back to the bot behavior, because this seems to be the place where it's having issues. So if current state is targeting and the target is visible, obviously go to where the target is and make a path over there. If the current state is scouting player, if the scouting stage is last known, if last known target.global position is the last known position.global position, make path. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that should be fine. Else, if it is a sweep, yeah. If nav agent distance is that, yeah, it should go to the sweep. To timer. Okay. I don't see what should be the issue necessarily. Patrolling, if current state equals state.patrolling. Dun, da, 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 This is a bop in the background.
Bop in a house.
Bop in a house. I don't know what's gone wrong there. Should also make sure that... yeah, that's also scuffed as well. So it just generally doesn't play caution. I wonder why that is. I need to double check. Is something missing from the entity here that I haven't tried to make sense of? It doesn't. Oh, that's why. The scouting time is 0.
Well, no wonder. Anyway, now that I have drank enough of the glass,
yeah,
have a listen.
Nice. Yeah, because here's the thing. What the fuck? Because you see, the scouting time is required for the timer here. So if the scout timer is less than or equal, it is less than scouting time, which is how long the enemy should be scouting for. It'll stay scouting until that timer goes above this time limit, essentially. But because it is 0, it always hits that time.
Just says,
and
nuh-uh.
yeah, and then immediately goes nah. So that's probably what that issue was. Now if I go in here and then go away, there you go. Now it scouts.
Be right back.
Yep. So he goes here and then goes in that general direction. Yeah, it's pulling the sweep. And then because there's nothing there, yeah, it goes back to normal. So obviously it's not perfect because it's still kind of going straight up into the wall, which might seem a little odd. It's like, I don't know why you would want to face the wall when you're doing a sweep, but it's doing a sweep, which is cool. Again, it saw me in that direction, so it goes there. Yeah, it makes sense. Cool. That actually kind of works. And what I can do as well, just to make it more believable, is to change the speed, the movement speed of the guard to match to be a little slower, like they're being more cautious. Because when they're scouting or like moving normally, I should probably do that generally as well. I should just do like a patrolling speed, targeting speed, and then sweep speed, or even just like a scouting speed. I should have different speeds depending on what state they're in. Like, essentially, they should be, like, they're running, and then get slower as they scout out and shit like that. It makes, it feels like they're being more cautious and they're paying more attention, essentially. So that's actually something that I can implement now. But I think, generally, I've got that done. I think I had the sweep, which is cool. And then if I want to add any more enemy behavior, I think that should be pretty possible to do, I think. So that's cool. So then next up would be health, enemies being able to take damage, and then dying. That's the sort of next step. But that's cool. Actually works. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to take the regular speed here. Now that's gonna be hard. Whole words. Yeah, here we go. And then replace that with I'll do walking, patrolling speed. Then I want to also add var scouting speed. Here's 200. Maybe here it'll be 125, maybe. Here, and then export var. Here I will do... Oh no, patrolling speed, maybe here I'll want to do 150. And then the targeting speed will be 200. Yeah, that feels about right. Stockholders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I change the movement speed depending on what the current state is. So if current state is equal to state targeting.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You sound like you went for a fucking marathon run, the way you're breathing.
Shut.
And then here I will set it. I will set the movement speed here, since it is targeting, to targeting speed. And then elif current state is equal to state scouting general, or or current state equal state scouting player. Bone shower. Hello, Varrock. I'm getting close to actually getting the stuff that I wanted to get done actually done, which is neato. So that's cool. Movement speed, set that to scouting speed. Bonjour. I'm still awake.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Making sure that no other things are wrong here. Nope, that should be fine. The still speed threshold is 10. Maybe I want to increase that to a potentially higher value. Maybe not that much. Set that to 25. That should be like close enough to still, I find. But yeah, so now it's walking. Now when it's targeting, it's running. Now when it's cautious, it's moving slightly slow. Since it is obviously, being cautious. And now it's sweeping over here, where I generally went. And that actually works like a fucking charm. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I think also what I want to do is set up another potential timer. So that this is just in case man is cooking, yeah. But the sweep now works. I want to also set up so that if the sort of if the path finding somehow gets stuck and it's making constantly switching between two paths and it's like having difficulties and like struggling, after a little bit of time it'll just kind of stop like scouting or whatever it's doing. A singular pogger. But I think those are done at least at some point next week, because the due date I have set for this is the 23rd. So I want to get it done by next by when next Friday rolls around. That's when I want to try to get this done. And then soon enough next week, I want to go into a call with the boys, including Dank, to start writing not only chapter 3 and 4 of Just Keep Running, but I also want to start writing a potential, because I don't want to spoil the full story yet until we actually start developing the legit campaigns, but still I want something interesting for the demo. So maybe a potential side story or a standalone thing or story or something like that to the kind of big story for that game could be interesting. And that's
the best thing that we can currently say is that expect something very nice.
Expect something very interesting and something very plot-driven and something very nutty. But yeah, so what I want to try to get done at least is get health, damage, and death to enemies. The ability to drag corpses. Because another thing, now that I have the reaction system up in place, I want enemies to be able to react to seeing the corpses of dead people, essentially, as well. If they are, freshly dead. If they've seen that corpse before, then they probably should ignore it. Panthera, I just keep running the story. This does not take place in the same universe, but, Oh no, you meant right. No, Panthera is the corporation in Just Keep Running. I was thinking if you were referring to T-1000. But no, Panthera doesn't have anything to do with T-1000. Yippee! Dragging corpses of dead enemies, yep. And then, obviously, the enemy should be able to attack back to the player. Either melee attack or pew-pew. Panthera is a band I listen to. Panthera is fucking good. Panthera has some bangers. But yeah. Don't they have a song called Fangirl? I believe so. Could be very possible. It's very possible that they might have a song called that. Sycophantic faunus. But yeah, so I'm starting to potentially get something with the guards. And then I need to get around to doing sprites and hands and stuff like that for the enemies. Like, because I want the style of the enemies and like player and stuff like that. I want that to be sort of similar to Enter the Gungeon. So it's that sort of like pixel art style, of course. And then like the way you aim guns and how you have like hands depending on the weapon you're holding and stuff like that. I kind of want it to do it in a similar fashion potentially. So that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, that's Steel Panther. Fuck. There you go. Hey, it's easy to mistake the two. They have similar names. Can't fault the man. Can't fault the man. But yeah, so I actually managed to get that done relatively quick. Sometimes I feel like these... I think like, oh, these are going to take forever. But then when you start actually working on it and you realize, oh, like, getting that to actually work kind of how you want it to is actually not that. Well, it's not easy, but like it doesn't take as long as you think it's going to be. Like obviously these are not going to be perfect out of the box, like as they are right now. Like I'm going to need to make changes to this eventually because there's going to come potential issues and stuff like that. But like it works. Like it most of the time it just works as it should, which is cool. And like, you know, just cool. It's like for lack of better words, like neat. But yeah. But I could actually functioning stuff. Yeah. Now, I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. I probably want to give myself 1 more hour to do some more stuff. Should I start working on the health and damage and deaths?
Let's go.
Okay, thanks down to see that. I want to see, is chat down for another hour of me struggling to make shit work? I think health and stuff like that, I already have an idea for how to make this work. And I've tried to plan this out a little bit in advance. So hopefully, that should be good. Let's fucking go. All right, there's two at least, which is a majority, I would say, because even if I were to vote nah, then yeah. All right, sure. We're gonna do health. First, I want to try at least a little bit of UI stuff here for the enemy, because we had the detection bar, which is, you know, for detection. I probably want to move these up a little bit to make room for health. So I'm going to, instead of a detection bar, this is going to be health bar.
Hey, Victor.
Yes.
Name your favorite game and replace one word with cat.
Wait, what did you say, Dank?
Name your favorite game
and
replace one of the words in said game's title with cat.
Mirror's Cat. Or Cat's Edge, depending on. I'm trying to think. Colt of the Cat. That's so basic. That's so basic. Warframe. Warcat. Tekken.
Cat frame.
Yeah, cat frame. Tekken
doesn't work.
No, that's kind of one word. Warcats. Yeah, exactly. Come on, chat. Y'all are on your shit. Kakin. Or yeah, Kakin. Catkin. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Other goofy. Just keep running. What do we got? Just cat keep running. Just keep catting. Grid.
Just cat running.
Cat. Just cat running. That it's just a cat running. Cat keep running. Yep. Exactly. We're doing cat puns, bro. Let's make the chat active as fuck, bro. We need views. But yeah, the health bar. I want to value 100%. This one I generally just want.
Got to keep running.
Let's keep rolling. Here I don't want a gradient for it. I just want a, or at least for the sort of fill style. The House of the Cat. House of the Dead. The Cat of the Dead. Yeah. I'm gonna do a flat style here, and I'm just gonna make it either red or green. Which one represents? I think green probably represents health more generally.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do like a basic green, basic bitch green. But I'm gonna be
bitch boy green.
I'm gonna make it special. I'm gonna make it special. Borders, corner radius. Woo! We can add curves to them. We can add curves. Yo, what the fuck? Geometry cat, cat dash. Cat dash sounds like a game already. That's the thing. Here we go. You can change the, and you could potentially change the, You could change the color of this thing depending on. I guess I should do left to right for health. I think that makes sense. Wondering why I expect defeat and let it slide. I need to make sure the background also has the corner radius as well. 5, 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh shit! It shares a similar one with this one. I need to make a new flat. My man, woman, don't always think before I do. Tame Impala, out here with bops, casual bops.
What?
Casually dropping Bappus?
Casually bopping.
Got for you a summer man, woman.
I think that's enough beer for today.
You got enough beer for today? Come on, coward.
I think I've had enough beer.
Y'all cowards don't even smoke. Oh, that's border. No, I don't want a border at the moment, no. Corner. That's what I want. I probably want a shadow. Just to differentiate that. There we go. Just so that you can tell it apart from the background more easily. Like me since Lauren Hill back in the 90s, bitch. Sheesh! Sheesh! Anti-aliasing, content margins. No, that should be, I think that should be fine for, like, the help bar. It's basic, but it works. And that's why it's, great. Feel the bass, man. Feel the bass, man.
Feel the bass, feel the bass.
Feel the bass.
You got the taste.
I got the taste. Okay, but I have the bar for that now, and that should just be relatively basic enough. So UI, export var, health bar, and I'll call that I'll use a progress bar for that one. Now I'm going to also set a new category here. Export category, and call this health.
Health.
So I'm going to var max health. I'll set the default there to probably 50. Should be fine. I should probably make sure that this is a float. There we go. Hold on. I'm fuckboy resistant. There we go. My favorite line of that song. So max health, var current health, float, and then I want to do a bool, which is Oh, sorry, I need to. Var is dead. Bool. Because if you're dead, it shouldn't be moving and grooving. It should be dead. It should be essentially be a corpse.
May he dead.
May he dead. And then later on, you should be able to drag the corpse. But that's for later. I just want to do the that first. Dragging the corpse. I'm gonna make it look like the goofiest fucking thing. Should dragging corpses consume metal? I feel like it should, because that might actually mean that you need to be careful. But obviously that can be balanced later on as well. If that's
For now,
if that's a
I think
bad
we
idea.
should make it so that it does consume metal, but not that much.
Yeah, like part of the goal with this project as well is trying to figure out how do you balance a game like this, since the idea is relatively unique, like a stealth a stealth game. Ooh. And like to some degree like real-time strategy, like
one thing
stealth game where you're trying to also take care of your health, which is your resource for everything else in the game. Like that's an interesting balance to like handle, especially since I want it to be I want it to be able, depending on if you want to go full on stealth or if you want to go all bang 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 with it. I want both I want both of them to feel good and feel fair, and also both of them to feel fun. Like, if you want to do crazy shit in the game, you should be able to do crazy shit. But if you want to stealth that shit, you should also be able to stealth that shit and just have fun along the way.
Victor.
So that's the sort of challenge. Yes?
One thing that could be done is that when you have picked up the corpse, your movement slows down because of the weight.
The weight, yeah.
That you can then upgrade via like some fucking way.
Yeah.
That allows you to like move at a normal speed once it's maxed out.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also you're also gonna be able to camouflage yourself as the enemies, pretty much, which should be relatively easy to do as well, because they're gonna have the enemies.
A prototype version of this.
The enemies are gonna have a similar sort of sprite set as the player. And that should be some and that should make it relatively easy to switch like sprites, essentially, like from not only from a technical set but also from like a visual set. It should be relatively simple enough to do that, so long as I'm designing everything and making it generally, like, I'm trying to make everything like as malleable and as like flexible as possible. Every single system, like the weapon system, is like, it's based on resources and it's not hard-coded shit. Like I'm trying to be professional in the shit. Like the functionality of the weapons might be like, some of them might be hard-coded, but that's mostly just to make sure it gets the right custom functionality that it should get. But adding weapons and stuff like that is relatively easy. It's not, everything is not like hard-coded in. So I want to try to do that with that as well.
Yes.
But yes. But yeah, so I have that at least. And the what it should do when it is ready is the health bar max value is equal to max health, and health bar value is equal to current health. So first I'll set current health as well, equal to actually what I can do actually, or actually no, just in case, current health is equal to max health.
I don't know why, but I'm currently listening to Soldier of Dance.
Soldier of Dance,
aka Kazase Kick from TF2.
Right. Health manager. I'll make that, and then scroll down here. Make a new function. Func health manager. Void. There you go. And I'll do a pass for now, just to avoid that error. Because I want us to, or not pass, what is it? Fuck it. It's fine. here, let's see how many lines of code this is already. This is 371 lines of code. It's smaller than the current security bot in JKR, so it's smaller.
But still, it's quite big.
It's 371 lines, and it might be bigger depending on how much I decide to add.
Do you remember off the top of your head how many lines of code it needed to actually program the security bot?
I believe it was like 700 or 800 lines.
Jesus.
I can actually go to GitHub and check that real quick.
Check it.
I'm gonna go to the GitHub repository for it. I use GitHub. YouTube. I'm not collaborating, so if I was collaborating, I would probably use another solution than GitHub. But since I'm mostly working on the game solo, I just use GitHub as not only a place to store what versions of and changes between versions of the game has occurred, but also as a sort of backup to make sure that if something goes wrong, if something crashes or if something goes wrong or if I haven't saved or anything like that, any changes are still available on the cloud, essentially, pretty much. Yeah.
The shit's still there.
And it makes it easier to, like, if I work on something on the laptop for Project T-1000, if I work on it on the laptop, the changes that I make there can then also be easily, pulled into my computer. So I can work in either system, and the changes will carry over. Yeah, exactly. Scripts, AI and enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the reveal. Let's go to the security bot, and let's see 782 lines for the security bot. Look at all that code, baby! And that's all for that single fucking trash can.
Yeah, single fucking trash can. Oh, Victor, I just had a fucking funny idea.
Yeah.
In Chapter 3, in one of the levels, one of the secrets should have just a broken down security bot that basically has been turned into a fucking trash can. Just to fucking reference the meme of that
trash, garbage. Fuck, current health. And I will set if current health is less than or equal to 0, is dead is true, and there's no way to resuscitate it. Essentially, if your current health is too low, if it's 0, if you're dead, you're dead. It's just like real life. You don't come back.
If you're dead, you're dead.
If you're dead, yeah, that's life.
That's life.
So that's gotta be that. That's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. And then I need to check because the way I handle, I should check real quick how I handle, just so that I remember how I handle health for the player. Because I believe it's a similar thing. I believe. I should double check at least. On death event, freeze movement. Oh, actually, the player object, I believe, has a different script for that. Yeah. I believe metal system. Here we go. Max metal count. Respawn button, grayscale effect. Yeah, if I go into the script for this. Current metal count, current max metal count. That's if you get like an upgrade or something. Potentially. Static var is dead. If you are dead, you are dead.
You dead, bitch.
And these are static because and these are static because it's single player, so there's only going to ever be one player in the scene. And that's why these are static. Region timer. But how does it handle? I mean, the way it handles removing metal is it listens to an event. Add metal, remove metal, and I believe bullets. I need to check real quick how bullets handle as well. If you get hit by a bullet, it should be like. Because what I'm thinking is the enemy needs to know that it's gotten hit by a bullet, and if it has been hit, it should take damage, depending on what the weapon indicates, how much you should take. So I'm going to go to weapons. Så jag tar mig hem. Bullet, here we go. Speed and damage, and you can obviously change these variables, but yeah. Player bullet, here we go. If player or enemy do damage. If body is player controller, yeah. But then it should do another check. If body is generic, maybe not generic card. It should do generic enemy extends character body to the. There we go. What I'm thinking is if body is a character body, and body and body is I will say player controller, but if it is not player controller, that's when it should do yeah. So if player bullet, so not the enemy's own bullet, that's when it should take damage. So in the event bus, I'm going to have a signal. Signal. I should also make sure I have this up here. There we go. Signal. Enemy. Take damage. Call if you want an enemy to take damage. And I'm going to both add. I obviously need to specify a. Here it might actually be useful to specify. Class name. Nice face. Hope I can fit all my shit at your place. Generic guard. Well, here then I can actually do just if body is generic guard, and if it's a player bullet. First, enemy. Generic guard, and then damage, which should be an int. You don't want me. I'm screaming if you look at me funny. Ain't nice. I ain't nice. Alright. Enemy take damage. Yes. So then here it should do event bus. Enemy take damage. Dot emit. And then it should both take in the body. Yeah, it just gets the body. The body should just be a generic card. So yeah, that should just work. And then damage. There we go. And then if we go to generic guard, it should then listen to that and then have a little thing here, which is like take damage. Probably somewhere down here, maybe. Funk. Take damage. And I will do guard. Generic guard damage int. that void. If guard is equal to self, then it should do something. But yeah, so first I want to go up here to ready. Event, bus, enemy take damage, connect to take damage. Cool. So if guard is self, current health minus equal damage. That should hopefully work. But we're gonna test it out now. Oh,
test that out now.
I haven't assigned it. That's why that issue ran out. At least when you're working in Godot, if there's any sort of error, it exits you out of the application immediately. So it like makes it very obvious, even if you're like in full screen, that something has gone wrong.
Something fucked up and you need to fix it.
Or no, it doesn't exit. It pauses the game more specifically. But still, very nice. All day and night, the hardest God. Live on a night. Here to come, here to come, here is the hardest God. Hello? Oh, is it because I gave it the class name? Oh, of course it is. Okay, so I need to make sure I switch the thing here. Yeah, okay, cool. That's annoying, but I should hopefully... I need to do this. Generic guard here. Remove that. There we go. Oh, fuck you. Come on. Local to scene? No? Why? 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 Like? What? Huh? What? So when I add the class name... Why? That feels a little dumb.
That's class name. It fucking shits itself. The fuck?
I don't... Hold on. Let me make sure... Because that doesn't seem like it's done that before. Maybe I'm just dumb. Adding class name removes exports. Exported properties. In Godot, class members can be exported. This means their value gets saved along with the resource. That's the scene they're attached to. Yeah. Basic use. Grouping exports. Strings as paths. Floats with easing hint. Resources. Exporting flag bits. Exporting enums. Yep. The script must operate in the tool mode so the above sections can work in the editor. That doesn't seem to explain. Okay. Adding or removing base class export does not properly update inspector for inherited scripts. When you have a script inheriting a script, adding or removing exports to and from the base script does not cause the inspector to update, leaving in stale values or not showing new values. Adding or removing exports from or to the inherited script works fine. Oh, well, that's not the issue I'm having. I don't know. That seems weird to me. I don't think I've had that issue before. Control. Have you seen the video? Here we go. But I can just, I can still do the same thing. Is character body and make sure it's the opposite of this. Here we go. Swallowing the lie. Oh. I cannot resolve member. What does could not resolve member enemy take damage? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is it oh, hold on, is it because yeah, because this is a generic card. I'm just gonna do it like that. And then go back to generic card here. And then if guard is self, because guard is just a reference to here it should just be a reference to a character body 2D or maybe even a generic card. But yeah, it should be just it's itself essentially. So that should be fine. Cool. Yeah, I think that should work now. Let me make sure again that I haven't, if I have assigned everything that I need to. No, I haven't assigned a health bar. There we go. That I should do. Now, that should work. Never mind. What's wrong now? Ice node not... What? Node not found. Ice... Well, it's right there. And node not found... What? Oh my god, that's why. I thought I removed that. Fuck off. Alright. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so I made it... Have I made it piss itself? Oh yeah, because it doesn't have any control nodes anymore. Okay. No, that's fine. That can happen. That can happen. Because I had to reset that, which is dumb. But there you go. Scan detection multiplier. I have to redo some of these stats now as well. Which is fine. You know, it is what it is. There we go. Here we go. Set the patrol points to the right ones. Here we go. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Now that should work. Because otherwise it just stays still. There we go. Make sure it's patrolling correctly. Yep, cool stuff. It's going to do that as well. Cool. Now it's time to see if it can take damage. At least by a pistol. Yes, it can. Look at that. Although I feel like it should be like if it does take damage,
it immediately gets alerted and
yeah, it immediately gets alerted. Yeah. But for now that works.
Except if it's a
oh well, no, it spotted me because well it got suspicious because of gunshots. You see, if I do a gunshot there, oh, it is acting a little weird. I don't know why it's going there specifically. Oh. Hold on. Is it because... No, I don't see why it's going there specifically. Hold on, I've run out on that. There we go. Yeah, now it's dead at least. Well, technically dead. Hold on. Oh, is it going to that point potentially? Hold on. I need to see if I'm gonna open up real quick the visible collision shapes to see how it's handling the reaction to audio. I might have actually found a bug here.
Oh,
or
fun.
unintended behavior. Well, it goes to the source of the noise, and then the line gets drawn there? Why is that? What the fuck is happening there? Okay, no, so it's... So it sees the source as being over there. That's really weird. Why does it do that? You see what it's doing? It's acting a little sketch here. It seems like it's going to the... Is it the raycast potentially that's causing that? That shouldn't be. Hold on. Because when it reacts to a reaction, because that's what that is. Reaction func. It sets the state to scouting player. Oh, hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. Scouting stage needs to be last. Scouting stage last known. Potentially. That might be why. Maybe. That's a knife. Yeah, there you go. Now it's going to the right thing. Well, it would be, but it's freaking out there. But yeah, it goes to the source of the sound now. No, so when it hears a gunshot, it should automatically... Damage probably shouldn't matter that much, because it automatically goes to the source of the sound. Right, Hank? Yeah. So that makes sense. Though I will say it probably should get heightened a little bit if they do get damaged. Also, currently the hitbox for the enemy kind of sucks ass, but that'll be fixed. This is just for testing.
Oh,
but shooting generally works with that at least, so that's cool.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. So that's cool. Oh. Be something wrong with me. Okay. And it scouts in that general direction because there's not a lot where else to go. Cool. So that's what that line is, essentially. It's the raycast of that. And it shines red when it's actually colliding with something. That makes sense. So that's what that's showing.
What is it? The hitbox.
What? To this side?
Yeah, on its left side.
That's the Sixth Sense. I believe that has something to do with polygon rendering or something like that. But that doesn't appear normally. I'm just it just appears because I'm
debug mode.
Debug mode, yeah. But no, so I fixed that bug now. It was just a simple thing of changing the scouting stage. But yeah, no, it reacts to audio correctly now.
Fucking about to hit the
I just remembered that Friday Night Funkin' exists. Holy shit. Only now you remember, bro? It's still here. It's still here.
Damn.
It's still alive. It's still alive. It's still kicking.
Blood for gore.
Blood for gore. Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. But that somewhat works at least. Now I just need to do so that when it is dead, it shouldn't be doing everything else. It shouldn't be moving and stuff like that. It should just be here we go. I should actually do here we go. If is dead, should move is set to false. Because it shouldn't be moving. It should be dead. So don't move. Don't move. Do not move. And then the state and bot behavior should also cease because it's not doing anything. If it's dead, so I'm going to negate that. So if not dead, then it should do this. Otherwise, stay dead. Stay mad, bro. Stay mad,
bro.
Stay mad. I should probably turn off debug mode since I don't need to sort that out. There we go. Get the pistol. Blast the absolute shit out of that bastard. Come on. There you go. It's dead. UI and all that stuff still appears, which it probably shouldn't. What it should be doing is just disappearing. Yeah, I'm going to sort that out.
Disappear or have the sprite color turn black.
Hell yeah.
To signify that it's dead.
Have the sprite, like, be black?
Yeah, at least for now. We can change it later.
Yeah, I should probably do that. I think, can I? I should be able to change the color of that, at least. Because I believe this is, yep, self-modulate. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I lose you in the grease, don't leave me on my heat. I lose you in the grease, on my heat, in the grease, in my heat. I'll set it currently. Export var enemy sprite 2D. The footsteps. Go. If dead, health bar visible equals false. Yeah. State manager. Should make sure also so that these also disappear. I can just generally do that in the health manager.
Level up.
Animated sprite visible equals false, and detection bar visible equals false. There we go. Cool stuff, cool stuff, cool stuff. Yep, cool. And then I should also do, now that I have that, enemy sprite self-modulate equal to color. Let's do black, maybe not black, maybe
gray.
Gray. Dim gray. Yeah, dim gray. That works. So now we know, at least for now, if one of them is dead. Fucking... Yo, the hitbox on these are ass. For real.
I guess we need to update that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hitting it though. Oh! Self-modulate. Invalid set index. Oh, because I don't have it. That's the thing. You forget to assign shit. That can happen. But no, that should work fine. I forgot. Also, I should check. Right, because that's the bullet collision hitbox right now. That's ass. Let's increase that for now. There you go. That should be good for now. And obviously I can adjust that depending on how the sprites actually look, but yeah, no, it needs to be a little bigger, I think. Otherwise I'm gonna miss like crazy. Sometimes it still feels like it doesn't, it kind of just goes through. But, okay, but from below there, that's fine. Motherfucker dead. You dead. You dead. You dead. You dead. Ha ha ha. Goofy. Goofy gamer. Goofy. Alright. But yeah, so that works.
Now to implement the ability to carry corpses.
Yeah, but that's probably at another date because I'm feeling a little tired.
EP.
Feeling a little EP. Yeah, so that works. I still need to figure out because I don't think I've implemented. Oh no, actually, have I implemented melee damage yet? Not yet. Not yet. I can't stab a motherfucker yet. I should do that. I believe that's in the.
I think that should be the last thing that you do for the
today.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunting knife. Var C. If C is an enemy, get the enemy and do damage. -1 ammo as well. Yes. Here we go. So I had this sort of idea for this already, and everything ready. I just needed to make sure that it is that it was right. But yeah, if C get collider. If C is character body. I should do C. Or no, not C. Event. C. Boss. Enemy take damage. C. I need to check. Equipped weapon. I need to figure out first. Randy range. Here we go. A random range. Round eye range, yeah. Hold on. Emit. There we go. That's a function. There we go. And then it should also be from there on as well. It should be -1 on the ammo as well. Since knives and like melee weapons, they do have quote ammo, but it's more like successful uses. If you've stabbed someone with a knife, it gets a little scuffed, essentially. That's the sort of idea. Equipped weapon. Current ammo. -1. There we go. And I should do a similar thing here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I don't need to do that here since I don't have to do that for metal weapons. Since they don't have ammo. Because you make your own.
Yes.
But hopefully, stabbing should work if I've done everything correctly there. All things considered, I might chill on Pal World. Learn how to play the game. Sounds good. Yes, it works! Okay. So it's aiming at specifically from where the weapon is. So if you attack him from the side and the weapon is slightly not, if it's like to the here for example, it's like at the edge of them but not really touching, it doesn't register. But if you're like to the side here, that's when it. Oh, never mind. Maybe it doesn't. What the? There you go. Yeah, you have to be like and from like up above, that's not possible. It should probably be the raycast should be happening from the player center, I think. That's where it should be happening.
Okay, that's the beer drink.
That's the beer drink?
Yes.
Alright, cool. This is the land of love.
Land of the
That's not.
Who am I to
disagree? I travel the world and the seven
seas.
Everybody's
trying to get me.
Trying to get me.
I don't remember the lyrics on the top of my head. So shut.
Okay. Fine. Okay, what I should do. Weapon. What I should do here is instead melee raycast. Fear. It's the closest thing to fun that I have. Yeah. Whoa. Don't you let it get ya. Don't fall in the mire. Hold your head up, hold your head up. Don't you let it, don't you let it. Don't fall in, don't fall in. Hold on.
Hold up. Let him cook.
I'm trying. Minus 55. 56. There you go. And then make the target position 200 for that range. Whoa. Then for the weapon manager, have a on ready var melee raycast, which is equals to melee raycast. Now let me check what raycast is doing generally here first, so I can do it in a similar way. Open wider, just want you morning. So don't leave me drowning. Don't let me down. I should also check what the weapon object is doing, because I believe it's rotating. Yeah, look at. Yeah, exactly. What I should do is melee raycast, look at, get global mouse position. Here. That's just that. Then the raycast. Okay. That's hunting knife. Melee raycast is colliding. And that should be melee raycast. Yeah. I think maybe I should just replace that raycast channel, because the raycast seems to only be like dealing with actual melee shit. Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. So the melee raycast should really replace the normal raycast. So I'm just gonna do this, because otherwise stabbing gets fucking awful. So I'm going to delete that as well. Now you don't have to worry about that. You're reading minds, already made it here. So 20 times the melee range. Yep. Makes sense to me. So now hopefully stabbing. Stabbing should be easier. Don't arrest me. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, from the player center. So sometimes that it looks weird because it's from the player center. Also, the range on the knife absolutely sucks ass, I've now learned. But there it works. Hold on, what is the range on the knife? Because it is absolutely ass. I've only now learned. Hold on. weapons. I need to. It's in resources. I should have a resource. Yeah, here we go. Hunting knife. What's the range on this? Sorry, the range is 5. Fucking hell! Crank that to a 10, please. What the fuck? Not good. Not good. Need to quick load that. There we go. I wanna settle down. I also need to make sure I'm doing the same thing for the metal. Wanna feel the whole world at once. Settle down. Hey. Hey, you wanna get stabbed?
Wanna get stabbed, bruv?
I should probably check the debug here real quick, because it also has my weapon raycast. Yeah, it's from the center and it's stabbing in the general direction of that. Yeah. Yeah, so it counts there. Good. It gets hard to... Hold on. I have it... Let me double check something with the entity's collision shape. Like bullet collision and stuff like that. Hold on. Oh. Is it the collision shape we're talking about and not the bullet collision? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see this. So visibility layer. No. Right, because I have 2 collision shapes here. I have bullet collision and then the actual collision shape. Now the collision shape down here is for collision with sides and stuff like that. Because if the bullet collision, if you had this as the normal collision for the sides and stuff like that, it would constantly get stuck. But because there's 2 of these, it can't distinguish between either or. So that's probably where that issue is coming from. So what I need to do is maybe someone has a better solution on like separating collision or sort of collision shapes. Or if I need to do a whole separate thing. Using 2 collision shapes for different purposes. So I have it working, but I want to make it a bit more nice. And that's for the different sort of... Okay, but that's like sort of with different different ones depending on what you're doing. Like animation wise. So that's not what I'm thinking. In design advice on using multiple collision shapes on a single one. Yeah, my typical 2D platform game, a typical 2D player character does the usual 2D movements like walking, jumping, crashing, climbing. I have no problem programming the movement so far for crashing. I use 2 collision shapes. Yep. I'm in design advice for using multiple collision shapes at the same time, with each collision shape interacting with different nodes in different ways at the same time. I came on to this problem where in order to make my player character climb in a reasonable fashion, I need to make his collision shape really thin. But I don't want to make it a smaller target for enemy projectiles, and I don't want to... Yeah. I need for my character 1 collision shape to interact only with static body 2D nodes, 1 different collision shape to interact only with area 2D nodes. Yeah. This is not uncommon, especially for stuff like climbing or hanging on ledges. You basically need multiple collision shapes. Also, fighting games may have like 8 or 10 different hitboxes for one character. This is normal. I would recommend not having multiple kinematic bodies on the same character. Probably use one kinematic body and then add area nodes as needed. You can also use raycast. This can help with some stuff. And you can make as many raycasts as you want. This is good for checking if the character is about to fall off an edge, but hasn't actually stepped off yet, or for grabbing onto things more carefully, and discover the body shape entered and body shape exited signals. These signals can be received by physics body 2D nodes entering or exiting the area 2D, and the resulting function can tell which specific collision shape enters or exits the area, which is great. At least for now, I won't need an additional area 2D node in my player node tree, I guess. Thanks for the answer. Cool. So that could be something. So, area nodes, potentially, instead of something else. You can create a basic scene containing the shared items. Character control. Separate collision shape for projectiles. Collision between projectiles and walls. That's just if a projectile collides with a wall. Right? They enter it. No, not what I'm looking for. If there's something beneath. So what might be the ideal solution to that is an area 2D instead. Which could be cool. Audio bus name.
What do you mean?
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Get overlapping areas, overlapping bodies has overlapping areas, bodies, stuff like that. Yep. Still hurts. Can raycast area 2D? How to make make raycast detect area 2D? Enable to collide with areas property. There you go. That could be some. That could be some. So instead of doing or I can use the bullet collision, but I can just put it into another area, essentially. I can put it into not generic, into an area 2D. Bullet collision shape. And have this. Cool. Collision. Mask, it should search for, or it should be in enemy. Mask, bullet, reactions, layer, player, environment. Yep. So what I should do for the bullets then is that if it if body hold on, what I can do here now then instead is I should be able to do for bullets at least. What I'm thinking. If I go to a bullet here. On area entered. Here we go. This might be the magic sauce. Area
Magic sauce.
Entered, yeah. On area entered. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one as well. Area entered. There we go. On area entered. If area Name is equal to... So the name of the area, specifically, is bullet collision. Then that should be... Let me check. From here. Yeah, it should be, yeah. It should then get the parent and assign that as the body. Area get... Hold on. Var parent equals area get parent. And then set that as parent. And that should actually kind of work. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. I will do the same thing here as well, though. I will keep this since that also does kind of work. Or actually, no, there might be. No, I'll abandon that for now. Because that seemed to be the issue, seemingly. And that might also be the issue with the weapon manager here as well. If I go back to the player and go to the melee raycast, let me collide with both bodies and areas. Here we go. So go back to the weapon manager. I should also make sure that the this is in, yeah, it's in layer 5. Good. And then, not in the player controller, in the weapon manager, is colliding. Get collider. If C, hold on. Get collider, it should be object. Dun, 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 dun. And rise above. That might hopefully work. Hold on. Here we go. See that name. Equal to. If I go back. Yeah. Bullet collision. Right now. Here we go. Then even go in here. Dun, 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 dun. That might hopefully work if I've done everything right. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm gonna try this at least. It passes through the body. Is it because the bullet is set to not collide with
I'm back.
areas? Oh, you're back?
Yes.
Good stuff. That seems a little odd, but we can try. Yeah, but stabbing is now not possible with that. Okay, so maybe that doesn't necessarily work, or my raycasts and stuff like that are fucked. I should probably check the bullets real quick. Area entered on a bus. Right, because this is an area 2D. I'm off a shroom, I'm off a beam, I'm off a whole lot of shit. Alright. Collection. Bullet. It's searching for a different mass. It is searching for enemy as well. And it should be entering the area. What I'm thinking is potentially... I should also make sure that it's queue-free. Now I'm left here trying to figure out a weird issue. So it doesn't seem to recognize the area. Even the collision area. That's a big suck. Like, even if I'm right in front of him. Yeah, okay, that's not nice. Huh. What I'm thinking is that what I'm thinking I should do, potentially, is because it might not be recognizing the name, and that's why it skips it. It doesn't get a name from it. Or a name, at least, that matches that area. Because it seems to be interacting with areas fine, but, like, it just isn't reacting. So what I'm thinking is, for that specific... for the bullet collision thing here, I'm going to make that a new script here. Put that into AI and enemies. Enemy collision. Or I'll call it enemy bullet area. Class name enemy bullet area. And that's all it's going to be, essentially. There we go. So what instead I'm going to do is enemy bullet area. Yeah, I can just keep it as that. And then whenever it does a check, it can check if it is enemy bullet area instead, which might work better, hopefully, instead of checking a name. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I'm going to try that, at least. Hopefully that works. No collision still seems to be happening. What the fuck? Because it should be interacting with the area. Right? Like, I'm not... So that... Huh. So the raycast, that might be a clue, because the raycast is not interacting with the enemy.
Oh shit.
Or at least that's on the player's end. At least that's something I've taken notice to. That should be reacting to areas, and the collision mask is is enemy. Might I want to try... So I'm not an idiot. I put it in layer 5. Yes, I have. That feels like... It feels like it should work. I don't know why it doesn't. Because I've specified that it should collide with areas. Yeah. And the collision mask includes enemies. They're able to detect a hit when starting inside shapes. Collision normal will be vector 0. Does not... Might that work? I don't think that's going to work, because that means that it might be active all the time. It's worth a shot, at least. No, because it only detects that one. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm going to check. That's, yeah, it's monitorable. Is it because it's low priority, potentially? Maybe. I don't think that should be the issue, but, it's worth a shot. No, it only turns red when it goes over the actual collider thing.
Pain.
Yeah. Shape. Oh, it's... See, that's the issue. It was disabled.
Oh, well, no wonder.
That's why it was grayed out. Sorry, I'm just... I forgot I had that on, and I'm just a goofy goober.
Brain did not want to work.
Man. Okay, now it should work. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. And it works with bullets as well. Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, the world has been saved.
Game has been saved.
From absolute disaster.
Hell yes.
And it doesn't seem to be affecting general collision either there. No, so that's fine. Because if that collides into the top bit of the wall there, the bullet one, it won't... Yeah, it doesn't affect that physics. Yeah, no. Perfect. I actually found a solution to that. Good. So now that's another bug that I actually fixed. So that's poggers. It's a bug that I didn't even know was there, but it was. I just made a mistake there. But it works now. And I didn't know it existed because I hadn't tested out actually being able to shoot enemies and stuff like that. But no, that we can say probably works good. Reaction to getting shot / stabbed. I'll add that for later. But other than that, I think I've actually gotten a good bit done today, actually. I'm a happy boy. Very nice. Very nice. I'm actually almost done with the basic functionality of the guards. And there's obviously a lot more that I can add, but like I'm almost done with that. I just need the reaction to getting shot and stabbed. I need the dragging of corpses, and then the so that the enemies can attack back at the player. But other than that, I think I'm actually close to finishing this up. So that's great. And once this is finished up, I'm actually going to make a short about it and update people on it on socials, because I know I've sucked at doing that. But yeah, I'm going to close these down and I'm going to commit this stuff. But first, I want to do a little outro to the stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, whether that be live or on the VOD. And if you join me from TikTok, then thank you for sticking around. I know Natfrost Studios, who I'm friends with on TikTok. They're really cool. Didn't know he had kids, but he has a magnificent beard. That man has a magnificent beard. I can only dream. I can only dream. But yeah, But that's about it for me, and I'm gonna try to do more dev streams, whether that be just keep running, whether that be T-1000 or maybe something else. I'm finding these really useful and really fun. So even if it's not the most interesting thing to watch, then it doesn't matter. I find it fun to do, which is the important thing.
It's very good.
Yes, but yeah, that's about it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Peace out, gang.
Sky Soap returns at midday tomorrow. Coming up next, the History Channel.
And with a final look at the weather forecast, that brings broadcasting to a close from BBC Scotland and 2. BBC Radio will keep you company throughout the night. We're back tomorrow morning at 7:20. We look forward to your company then. In the meantime, thanks for your company today. On behalf of all of us here at Broadcasting House, this is Colin McIntyre saying good night.
Well, that's it from UK TV Bright Ideas. We're closing down now. You'll still be able to find your favourite lifestyle programmes on UK TV Style, Food and Gardens.
TCC will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. with Dennis, Batman and Art Attack.
All too soon, the weekend is over. We hope you had a good one though. For now, good night, and hopefully see you tomorrow.
That's it for us tonight. As you've heard, an exciting beginning for a brand new channel is only hours away. BBC 4 starts this evening at 7 o'clock. We look forward to what's to come, but from all of us here at BBC Knowledge, it's good night and goodbye.
We're sorry that due to ITV Digital Services closing, you'll be unable to watch UK Gold, UK Style, UK Horizons or Play UK on ITV Digital after 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning.
Today draws to a close. Tomorrow, Jason Bradbury is driving the sausage of knowledge into the soft bap of ignorance. His words, not mine. In Front Room at 9:30.
At 1:40 tonight on Sky Movies, there's Horror from Hell when we meet the aliens. But right now, we wish you all pleasant dreams and a very good night.
Smoking in bed is like lighting a slow fuse. Don't do it.
This is Hayden Wood on behalf of my colleagues here.